Whew, okay. That was like a therapy session on
Got that
shopping.
off your chest.
Welcome to No Ordinary Friendship.
I'm Emily.
And I'm Teresa.
Let's catch up.
Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas! Or happy holidays if that's not your holiday.
Happy week of Christmas.
Yes. We planned ahead and we know this is the week that this episode will come out.
But in reality, it's still early December for us. But we feel the holiday spirit. Emily got us both Starbucks.
Yes, Starbucks. And I ordered some more holiday inflatables today. And the reindeer antlers are on my car.
You're going to have a whole family of inflatable animals.
And really random ones.
Yeah.
Because one of them is a pig with wings.
Tell them what you got.
Elephant, koala, and then a squirrel for Waffle.
Wait, what?
Each animal is like one for each kid. So the koala is Cassie's favorite animal. Elephant is Charlie's. It's like their lovies.
Yeah.
And then I got a squirrel too because Waffle likes
That's
to chase
thoughtful.
squirrels.
And the pig is just there.
The pig is just what Cassie picked at
to
Target.
represent you and Victor.
I guess so. Our Delulu life. Anyway, hope you all are having a wonderful holiday season. Thank you so much for sticking with us for yet another year. Can't believe we're still here.
I can't believe it either. I'm so grateful to our listeners.
Yes.
Emily is going to be sharing a Spotify Wrapped for us later.
First, for those of you OG listeners, I don't know if you remember, we did 2024 bingo cards. Which then Teresa's friend told us we didn't do correctly.
But it doesn't matter.
Well, we are going to go back and see how we did.
Yeah, we're going to consistently do it wrong. But
that's just going to be our style.
The format was we did 2 personal, 2 pop culture, and 2 random ones. And essentially it's like, what do we think is going to happen for the year?
Yes.
Or what do we want to happen? It turned into kind of like a wish list for us. But
a manifestation list.
We'll see if we manifested hard enough.
Okay. You want to go first?
You can go first.
I will have to say I did not do very well at all. My 2 personal ones, one of them was one of my side hustles becomes a legit part-time thing. And I'd have to say that did not happen.
It did pick up. It did grow.
I think I made progress. Yeah. And added some random ones like the Amazon reviews.
Oh, yeah. I love it.
But like every month or so, I do get 1 or 2 sales on Etsy. So it's not like it completely puttered out, but I wouldn't call it like successful. And there's still room to grow there. And I feel like I've just added more things, trying to see if anything will stick.
You've built a great solid foundation.
So in 2025, maybe there will be more progress.
It's about expansion and growth.
It's a marathon, not a sprint
Yes.
for me. A potentially 26-year marathon. And then my other personal was I win the lottery. Did not happen.
I mean,
but I did win that raffle.
Exactly.
Yeah, so baby steps.
Yeah, I did see in the bingo card from last year, you said like 10,000. You're like, I just want to win $10,000. Nothing crazy.
So close, 1,500.
So again, progress.
Yes. My pop culture ones also did not come true to my knowledge. One was Donald Trump goes to jail. Instead, he got elected president again. And then another was Taylor Swift gets pregnant. And unless she's keeping a big secret. Although I think some people speculated in one of her concert videos. They're like, do you guys see a bump? And then other people are like, hey, stop criticizing women's bodies. That's just me after I have a cheeseburger.
That's how I feel too.
Actually, like I forgot how much you can bloat because remember I told you like I got my period and I don't get my period very regularly. I was so bloated that I was like, why is my stomach huge? And I forgot that happens. You don't have to be pregnant.
Maybe she ate a banana.
And I had another like bonus one that was Crocs has a collab with a luxury brand, which maybe happened, but nothing that like was made headlines, you know?
Didn't we say that they had didn't they?
You said they already had one.
With Balenciaga, I think.
Maybe, yeah. It was ugly though. I mean, I think all Crocs are ugly. But Crocs really are having their moment. Like, oh my gosh, it wasn't a luxury brand, but they did the McDonald's one where they were in the Happy Meal. Okay, so maybe that one sort of counts.
It's not
luxury, but it's a big deal.
Yeah, a big, big deal.
Okay, and then my 2 random were both Knopf related. One was that Knopf has a viral TikTok with 50,000 views. And I mean, there was that one that got
Kirby.
like 500,000 views. Unfortunately, it wasn't about Knopf, so we didn't get a lot of new listeners from it. But
It was on our page, though, thanks to you.
yeah, so I guess check for that. And then an influencer or someone famous listens to Knopf. Nothing confirmed, but on our Knopf TikTok account, there is a pretty big influencer who messaged us first.
Which is crazy.
Yeah, and we love her, so that was really exciting. And hopefully more to come of that in 2025.
Love it.
Maybe Paige and Hannah.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
I feel like their lives are going in a very
too
different
busy.
direction. Yeah.
It won't come across their desk.
No, it will not. I thought we were going to do personal first and then pop culture
Oh, I'm
together.
sorry. Sorry,
We were
I
not
messed it
aligned
up.
there.
Maybe you can edit it to pop yours in between.
Okay, personal. I'm going to BravoCon. That was kind of a funny one because they canceled BravoCon a couple months later.
That was not meant to be.
Or they announced that they weren't going to have it this year. What I did learn, though, was they had something recent in Miami called Bravo Fan Fest.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, not that we would have gone out to Miami, but it's like a smaller scale thing for the fans. I thought that was kind of cool. But I did hear, like, if you're going to spend your money, you might as well do BravoCon.
Yeah. Well, we can still aim for it next year. Technically, you didn't fail because, like, there was no way you could go if they canceled it. Right?
Right. The next one I put was, I am going to have a new full-time job and I'm going to love it.
You did it!
And I did it. I manifested that to a certain extent.
Do you love it?
I mean,
You like it?
I think I really like it. And I don't think I'll ever love a job. But
You like it as much as you could expect to.
Yes.
Yay!
So
Bingo for
it
you!
worked. Bingo. And the third one I put for personal was, I'm going to cancel Amazon Prime. Did not happen. More boxes are showing up. But I will say, I've thought about it a lot more this year about canceling. What I cannot let go of is, even though I don't utilize it very often, is a Whole Foods.
Yeah, the extra discount.
The extra discount also being able to pick up or order ahead and deliver and pick up.
Oh, I've never used that.
Really?
Yeah.
I find it's a little bit further away for us, so I can just pop in. And sometimes it just feels like it'd be easier if I could do that, which I do. So I've thought about it.
Wait, do they deliver?
They do.
For free?
Not for free, for
But for a reasonable price.
I mean, in an emergency, like I would pay the amount.
Okay.
Yeah. Not that there's an emergency for groceries.
I need an apple. I need my matcha latte.
I need my organic, overpriced one. All right, pop culture. Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce will keep dating, no marriage or engagement.
You're
Bingo!
good at this.
And I specifically called out no marriage or engagement because I think when we talked about this, there were already rumors that they were going to get married this year or something like that. Biden or Trump will drop out of the presidential race.
Oh my gosh, are you a psychic?
But I will say, I said it was for health reasons.
Oh.
And technically, he didn't drop out for health reasons, even though he kind of should have probably dropped out for health reasons.
Yeah. Just
Am I a psychic?
Reasons. Maybe.
Oh my gosh, I could start a whole new career with this skill set.
A whole new podcast.
Well, I was really wrong on my third pop culture one. Listeners, I know I said I was only going to do 2, but I guess I did 3 for all these categories. Kanye and other celebrities are going to try to run for president again.
Ooh.
I'm kind of glad that didn't happen. That would have been a whole nother sideshow.
Yeah. Well, not Kanye, but if another celebrity did, like, I don't know if I would be so against it.
Like Mark
to
Cuban
Trump.
or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough.
Wish they did.
All right. In the random section, I put our podcast reaches 10,000 downloads with a well-known sponsor. No bingo.
Yeah, still waiting on that.
No bingo. But our stats are not too far off.
Yeah, we definitely have seen a lot of growth this year, which was exciting.
And the last one was, me and you are going to travel internationally together. It's not happening.
It is not happening yet.
Yet.
We did travel together, which is a win. We went to LA.
Oh, yes, the closest
And
trip.
we went to K-Town, which is like a mini Korea.
that. It's a stretch. But hopefully next year.
Yes.
I had
For
high
our
hopes.
birthday celebrations, right?
I really had high hopes.
We got to make it happen.
Okay.
I did propose Cabo to you.
You did during a time that was not great. And she proposed it yesterday. And that would have been for next year, so it wouldn't have been a bingo.
You're right. Okay. Well, good for you. You did much better than I did.
That was fun, though, to see what our mindset was in the beginning of 2024.
We will do another one for 2025.
Yeah, we'll do that in a couple episodes.
Yes. So subscribe so you don't miss it.
We are going to be taking a break next week, so we're going to replay one of our favorite episodes.
Yes.
But then we'll be back.
Oh my gosh, we should have thought ahead and had people vote for what was their favorite episode, and then we could play that one.
Well, it's too late.
Yes, it is.
I think that's a really hard question to ask, though. Like, if you were to vote for your favorite episode of Giggly Squad, would you know?
No, I wouldn't. Yeah, you're right. Okay, scratch that. All right. So Spotify Wrapped, I think most people know what that is. It's like every year end, Spotify gives each listener like a little summary of what they listened to, like what genres, what was their top song. And it's just a fun thing to do. But
it's a fun way.
We also get a Spotify Wrapped for our podcast. And, you know, we get some stats, we see our growth. But we wanted to share who you are, listeners, or we're learning a little bit because not many of you reach out to us. So we don't know.
We don't know who you are, where you live, how old you are.
But according to Spotify, everybody's favorite episode, or the episode that got the most listens, was episode 36, Work Stories, Met Gala, and Locked Jaws. So if there's an episode you want to go check out, or if you're newish and haven't listened to that one, check it out. No surprise, since we are elder millennials, our listeners by far, or the majority, are also in the 35 to 44-year-old range. Nice. But we span all of the different age groups.
Which is crazy to me.
Yeah.
It must be like someone hit their settings
it's
wrong.
It's like our parents are the older ones, but like the younger one, who's like 20 and listening to us old geezers. Okay, this one was funny. These are the top shows of our listeners. Very surprising to me. Number one show, Dateline.
Like a show or podcast?
A podcast that people are listening to on Spotify. I don't actually know.
Who is listening to Dateline?
Okay, do not alienate our listeners.
No. I didn't even know that they had a podcast.
Me neither.
I think maybe we should start listening to them.
Dateline NBC was number one. Armchair Expert was number two.
Makes sense.
That one I feel like is a closer genre to us.
Right. And like a very popular.
Yeah. Number three was the Bill Simmons podcast. Gotta tell you, I don't know who that is.
You don't?
No.
Steven's secretly listening to our podcast.
What if he knows every episode and he just doesn't tell you?
He's a sports guy.
Okay, can you pronounce that one? Because I don't know how to say that.
Oh my God.
Number four.
We're going to butcher this.
Yeah.
Gematria Effect News.
Yes. People are into news. I guess I'm a little honored that they listen to us and then these like really serious factual
They gotta balance it out somehow.
When they have like heavy hitting news, they're like, I'm gonna go listen to Teresa and Emily. And number five was Giggly Squad.
Love it.
So there are some like-minded girlies out there.
Okay, but what is up with the Dateline though?
I don't know.
Because to me, Dateline is all about true crime murder shows.
I don't know. I mean, everyone loves true crime, I guess.
Yeah, a lot of women do.
Yeah.
Especially in this age group.
And then this is the top three genres of music that you guys listen to. Number one, pop. Number two, classical. And number three, R&B. There's like people listening to Dateline and classical and then us.
Maybe the classical is like they're studying or they're working and they put on the background.
That's true. Okay. I'm not judging. I'm just saying.
Did you look at your own personal Spotify Wrapped?
Yeah. It was like, for once, it wasn't kids' music. So I'm like, oh, I've stopped playing Spotify for my kids. It was like Camila Cabello, Taylor Swift, like very poppy. So
what was your number one song?
It was a random song, and I only listened to it 5 times. So I don't use Spotify. You really
don't use Spotify at all.
I don't use Spotify. I actually mostly listen to podcasts on Spotify. Yeah. And then
I don't know why they don't do some podcast stats into the Spotify Wrap for individuals.
That's true.
Because I spend a lot of time listening to podcasts as well.
Yeah.
Well, my number one was Taylor Swift. And apparently I like Fortnite a lot because I played it a lot.
Oh, really?
I didn't know that I loved that song so much. I wouldn't even say that was my favorite
Yeah,
Taylor Swift
interesting.
song this year. But apparently I'm in the top 0.01%
Wow.
of people that stream
Yeah,
Taylor
well,
Swift.
I was in the top like 0.5% of that one song, but then it said I streamed it 5 times. So I'm like, that's not a lot, right?
Something wrong with their data?
Percentages are off, maybe. Who's fact checking?
This was an intern project, right?
Thanks, listeners. We're
so
you.
grateful that you're here with us. And
if you love us, please spread the word because our goal is definitely to grow more next year.
we're going to get better audio equipment, better visual. Wait, is that even what you call it?
Yeah, I think so.
Visual equipment too.
We will be crisper. Our enunciation.
We're gonna have to figure out how to put some filters on our face.
That's what's missing. We'll have to record the whole thing on TikTok and use the filter.
All right, pop culture.
Okay, so I saw an ad for this, and I think maybe we mentioned it a while ago, but it's finally actually coming out, I think. Paris and Nicole, the Encore, is coming out.
It's like the reboot of The Simple Life.
Yeah.
I never watched them. Did you?
I thought I saw bits and pieces, and I enjoyed it. Like, it seemed funny.
I don't think I ever watched it. Okay,
But
are you
yeah,
watching
I'm
it?
excited to watch it. I think there's like a little bit of a difference. Like they're going to try to, I forget if they're going to try to make an opera or a song or something that they're like, we want to produce like a song that they sing. It's like a silly one. But then they're like, before they do that, they need to go back to their roots. So then they go and do stuff like
Are they
The Simple
still
Life.
friends?
I don't know. I guess so.
Yeah, enough to do this reboot, I guess.
Yeah.
I did hear some people saying that it's just not going to be the same because Paris, quote unquote, came out as not a dumb blonde.
Oh.
So they know it's all kind of an act.
But I feel like she's still herself. It's just that she is multidimensional, right? Like you know that video clip of her in some sort of like congressional hearing.
No.
And she's like, "Oh, I love that blouse." Da, 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 da. But really, I need to talk about like her voice totally changed when she's like talking about something serious. But I don't think it's fake. It's just like same with us. Like you don't talk to me the way you talk to your coworkers, right?
True. That's
It's just not as extreme.
Right. I think she did play it up, though, and she also has talked about how she's played it up in the past.
Yeah. I'm
To
still
her
gonna watch
advantage.
it. Yeah.
I hope it gets good reviews.
Me too. But I will watch it and report back.
All right. Let me know. So I don't have to watch it.
Okay. Have you seen this trend of we listen and we don't judge?
Yes. We listen and we don't judge. It's such a weird trend that I feel
I want
like...
to know where it started.
I never know where these trends start from.
It's kind of like a confession, but you're protected, right? Is that the whole idea?
Yeah, kind of. Kind of.
Have you seen any notable ones?
Yeah, there is one that I saw where people are like, your husband hates you.
That's so sad.
Well, I saw one where they were like they were an influencer couple.
Oh.
And they would say things that would completely roast each other or say things that were like pretty borderline mean or just plain mean. And one of them was like trying to act like everything was okay. I honestly don't know if it's an act or not. But some of those were kind of notable. And the comment section was just like, I'm going to hold your hand when I tell you that
I see.
he hates you.
I see. Oh, that's sad. I saw one where it was like a mom and daughter, and then the mom was like, okay, like you can't get mad at me after, right? And she's like, yeah. And she's like, when you had boyfriends that I didn't like and I saw they texted you, I deleted the text. And she was like, what?
What? That's pretty
And I think
invasive.
it might have been like if they were like broken up or had a fight or something and she saw a text come in, she would delete it.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's pretty invasive. Whoa.
Yeah.
The ones I like are the sibling ones.
I
Because they
haven't seen
roast
sibling
each other
ones.
more, like the adult siblings. So they have a lot of material to work with.
But I was thinking, like, what would we say if we did it? You and me.
You and me?
Yeah. Do you have any secrets?
Oh my God, your face just changed. That's why I feel like these trends are hard because I don't even know what I would say if we did the suspect challenge.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
either.
I wanted to do that with you, too.
Because that one's kind of like a roasting one, too.
Yeah.
That one I could easily do with Steven.
I think it's easier to do with your husband.
And my brother.
Yeah. We're too nice to each other.
Do you have secrets from me?
No, I can't think of any. That's why we don't have good TikTok content.
We're not controversial enough.
Yeah. Okay, maybe we can think on it.
Total pivot into family wellness.
Yes.
Have you heard of Allara Health?
No, I haven't, because I asked you, what's Allara Health?
So they must know me. They've been targeting me for a long time, and I am fully invested now. So they are a virtual care platform that provides personalized treatment for women's hormonal, metabolic, and gynecological.
Okay, sort of ringing a bell
conditions.
now.
So I think there's a couple virtual telehealth type of platforms like this. But when I looked into this a bit more, they really center or ground themselves in being like a holistic treatment. Like you go to your OBGYN, you go to maybe a fertility doctor or a endocrinologist. Like they're going to all look at you in a very specific manner, but your hormones are much more, I don't know.
Spans across.
Yeah, it's more broad than that.
Yeah.
And so they partner you up with a doctor, depending on like what it is that you want to be treated for in a sense, or what area you want to focus on. They partner you up with a type of doctor, a specialist, and a dietitian.
Ooh.
Yeah. A lot of the women that I think are in this virtual care platform have PCOS. And so nutrition, I think, has been proven to like be really beneficial. And I thought that was so interesting, and that's something that all women should have access to. I mean, granted, I don't know if this is like good or not, but I looked at their reviews on Reddit. I looked them up pretty extensively to see if I should look into this.
Yeah.
And people seem pretty happy. People seem like pretty happy that they're finally being at least heard by a specialist, and they have like a care plan that is aligned with where they believe they can make improvements, but like it's backed up by an actual scientific method.
So are you gonna try it?
Yeah, so it's not really concierge by any means because it's all virtual, but you do have to pay a membership fee. But the membership fee is what I think it's quite reasonable. They take insurance and they take FSA and all that. It's $180 for the year. And
that's
you get
super reasonable.
Yeah. And then all the doctor visits are like regular visits, same way you would book to insurance.
Oh, okay.
But you get access to them, and you also get access to like message them and all of that too. And they give you special lab tests that you can follow up on consistently too, which is really difficult to navigate, honestly, in the regular healthcare system.
Yeah, it is.
So I thought that was cool. And pro tip, not sponsored, if you do a consultation with them, like a 15-minute consultation just to learn more about it, they send you a code for 50% off. It's like $90 a year.
Yeah, and FSA covers that?
Yeah.
That's great. I think I have like $100 in FSA to use up, so maybe I should do it.
Well, I'm going to try it out. I think it was enough information for me to be like, okay, this seems like they know what they're talking about.
Yeah.
I have a pretty good understanding of like what I want help in.
Yeah.
And a lot of it comes down to the lab tests and dissecting them and like really understanding what they mean, because my regular doctor is just like, you're good, everything's fine.
Yeah, actually, so recently, I also went in for blood tests and then everything was normal, but it's like, then that's where it stops. Like they don't keep pushing because they're like,
still feel bad.
Yeah, you're like, nothing was resolved. You don't know what the cause was. And just because the labs that you chose to run for me are normal, that doesn't mean everything is normal.
Right.
Because clearly something is abnormal.
Right. Exactly.
So, yeah, do it and tell me if it's worth it.
Okay,
I
will.
especially think for us as we're getting older and like all of these potential causes, it's like so hard to narrow down, like, perimenopause or even just hormonal changes. Like we're not tracking that. And we also have not been taught to know what those really do or what they mean.
It's so frustrating. The women's health system is just so frustrating in America, or globally, I guess.
Totally.
So something else to look forward to.
Yes.
I do listen to this true crime podcast, and it's women in their I guess their menopause age, and they kind of start off their banter with like the menopause symptoms. It does not sound fun at all.
It's like hot flashes.
But it sounds so unbearable. Like hot flashes just sound terrible, but actually living it probably is even worse.
Just eat a lot of ice cream or something.
Buy that Ninja Creamy machine that our friend's been telling us about. But yeah, it's out there, guys, if you're interested. Take a look.
Maybe you should try to get a referral code.
Yeah, I should. Second thing I have on here, not on the wellness front, but on the family front, Logan, double personality. We went to a parent-teacher conference. I went to a parent-teacher conference. Stephen was super sick. And they were like, Logan is so gentle. He's so sweet. He's always happy. And I was like, what? Gentle? Gentle would never be a word that I describe Logan. I think he's very sweet most of the time.
And happy.
He's happy until he's not. When he's not, like, I don't know if I texted you, but I texted Steve. I was like, Logan's a total jackass, like this morning. Kind of an asshole. And listeners, I love my son. I get that
moms were allowed to say that about our kids.
I get he's a toddler and just being a toddler, but dude, sometimes he's just an asshole.
Yeah.
Like Tyler was eating a banana. He ripped it out, like ran to him. Aww. Like, no, he was like tackling him, grabbed it, and Tyler just stood there being like, what's happening? What's happening? He actually said those words. Or he'll push me, he'll grab things, and I don't know, but I just wouldn't use gentle as that word.
Well, that's good that he knows to be gentle outside of the home, though.
But at home, when I'm trying to put on Band-Aids or like, because he's got that infection, so I had to wrap his hands. It is, like a squirmy baby doesn't want their diaper changed, except Logan is so strong. He is incentivizing me to get to the gym so I can actually like pin him down because I can't anymore.
He is. He's going to make a really good like football player if you allow it.
So I asked the teacher, like, oh, are you guys wrapping his hand? Like, how is he during that time? I'm so sorry if he's a pain. She's like, no. We just say, Logan, time to change it. He runs over, goes, okay.
Oh my gosh.
And I was like, are you kidding me?
That's same thing. Like, Charlie, is very sassy at home. I wouldn't say she's the sweetest, but her preschool teachers, there's 2 of them. They love her to death. And they're like, she is the sweetest, like most loving. And I'm like, are you sure you're talking about my
Charlie
kid?
Lee?
Yeah. So they can just have a different side of them.
I get that. I just wish a little bit more of it would be loving towards me too.
He's just loving in a different way.
He's an asshole. Like the way every single day we have to brush our teeth. Come on. Like, why are we fighting?
It'll happen. Like, Cassie is brushing her own teeth now.
What?
And we used to have to pin her down. Like, it was a major struggle.
When did they start brushing their own teeth?
I mean, maybe she doesn't every time because she doesn't do a great job, but I like instilling that independence.
Yeah.
And since Charlie does, like, we let her sometimes. But I just put the toothpaste on their toothbrushes and put it in the bathroom. And then I'll be like, go brush your teeth. And then they go do it.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my
So
God.
happen.
All right. I need to get more tips from you later on.
No, it's just repetition. Like, you just can't give up. It's like with anything with kids.
I haven't given up, and I don't feel like I'm winning in any way.
The one thing I think that helped Cassie was a dentist came to visit their school, which I think a dentist visited his school. And so I just remind her if she's like a little bit hesitant, like, do you want to have to go to the dentist? Like, do you want to get cavities? It's going to be ouchy. And then she's like, no.
Yeah, that logic really works well with Tyler. And then with Logan, I'll explain the same thing. He'll be like, okay. Okay, yes. And then when I'm like, all right, you understand? He's like, and I go do the thing. He's like, no! It really
is just a little young.
That dramatic. Yeah, I know. Okay, sorry. I just had to vent.
No, yeah, vent away. I mean, I vent to you all the time about my children who I love.
All right, random. Black Friday shopping behaviors and my FOMO. There are a lot of deals for Black Friday.
So many. It's almost too many, and then they don't stop that it gets annoying. Pre-Black Friday. I can't even say it. Black Friday. Black Friday's extended. Cyber Monday. Cyber Monday's extended. You have one last chance. And it's like, I don't believe you anymore. This is just the normal price.
Yesterday when you sent me that Cyber Monday deal, I was like, oh shit, it's Monday?
No, it's like Cyber Week.
So I also like can't stop shopping now, but in the beginning I was like, what am I buying? There's like nothing that I want to buy. Nothing's that great of a deal right now. Or nothing that I see that was so significant. I was like, oh my God, purchase now.
Yeah.
And I start getting FOMO. I'm like, I'm losing out. It's the one day thing. And
you got Derm Store because of me. But no, I'm still confused why you didn't have 20% Rakuten.
Okay, let's not get sidetracked here.
Okay. Keep going.
So I start buying things because I had FOMO. And then once I scratch that itch, I cannot be stopped. Like everything that was coming at me, I was like, all right, purchase. Thank God Steven doesn't listen to this. But
Girl,
I was like,
I was the same. Like, what did I not buy?
and I remember like when I go shop or like when we used to travel to Europe and things like that,
Yeah.
I would be like, this is a shopping trip portion right now. I should be buying something and I
Yeah.
can't find anything to buy. So I just buy something for the sake of it, even though I don't really want it.
Yeah.
And then the next store, I'm like, all right, I want all of these things. Like, let's
You
get at
opened
it.
that little crack and then it flooded.
Are you like that?
Well, you know I'm a deal seeker.
Right,
So
yes.
I feel like Black Friday is my time to shine. It's like stacking deals, finding
Right.
deals. And like, I would say I let loose a little more than usual this time. Like my threshold was higher. Like I
Right.
told you, like at 7 a.m., I was like, I spent $400.
And then you influence me.
But I feel like it was such a good deal. Like on top of the 20% Rakuten, it was like 25%
Yeah.
or 30% discount. And then I spent enough to get like a free gift bag. So I got all this other random crap. Like that is like my dream scenario of buying things. But yeah, like I bought this mango sweater that
love
you
it.
like. It was 30% off. I actually, even Cyber Monday, J. Crew had some like just basics, like long sleeve tees for $16.
Wow.
And you know that's such a good deal right now. So how could I pass it up?
How could you pass it up?
I bought Everlane sweaters. I bought stuff for the girls at Target because it was 50% off.
Yeah.
I just didn't like make myself think too much because also everything is returnable. Well,
Yeah.
not those J. Crew shirts. Those are not returnable.
Usually you're not going to return them, especially for basics.
Yeah. And I bought a bunch of random stuff on Amazon, but it was like just stuff that I had been thinking about. So it was like,
And
I didn't
easier.
impulse buy. It was more like, oh, I'm taking advantage of it being on sale.
It was already in my cart.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I fully understand that they're price manipulating us too.
Totally. 100%.
Even with that knowledge, I was like, all right, purchase.
I want to be a part of it.
Oh, the marketing really did get to us.
But it does annoy me, the whole extending it, because then you don't feel as good. Like, I like to feel like, oh, I got it before it ended, you know?
But
And then it
how-
comes back.
Wait, so how do you know? You go back and check or you get the email?
I get an email like, sale extended. And I'm just like, well, now I feel like I could have waited.
Well, they don't want you to wait.
I guess not.
They wanted people.
I know. There are things that I still resisted. I didn't buy every single thing.
Yeah.
Like Rothy's clogs. I was seeing that a lot on TikTok, and I didn't do it because I have Birkenstocks, and I'm like, they're too similar.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So I still resisted.
So good job.
I don't know. And I still have yet to buy anything on TikTok Shop. So
Same.
I'm very proud of that.
Did you hear or somebody was saying how they never buy anything off TikTok Shop because it just feels kind of scammy, but they will go search for the exact item on Amazon, even though it's probably
Yeah.
from the same manufacturer and seller.
It feels so TikTok Shop to me, I wonder if they use the same people or they're somehow related to Temu. It feels very similar to Temu.
Yeah, but it's legit.
Maybe it's powered by Temu secretly.
Yeah.
But I think, yeah, it's definitely legit. It's just, I feel like once I break that seal, it's a dangerous, slippery slope. So I have not
It's
done
one
it.
click purchase.
Yeah.
It's too dangerous.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whew, okay. That was like a therapy session on
Got that
shopping.
off your chest?
Random. iPhone updates.
Yes.
Quick-
Did you update your
Yeah,
iOS?
it sucks. What is up with the Photos
The
app?
Photos thing is the worst, and I so regret doing it.
They need to switch it back.
The only thing my brother told me, I haven't tried it yet, and he has a newer phone, so I don't know if it's all iPhones with the iOS update. You know how on TikTok you can like record and pause and record and pause?
Yeah.
Now, supposedly, you can do that on your iPhone,
Oh,
which is kind of cool.
that is kind of cool. Yeah.
I have yet to verify it on my own phone, but if so, at least that makes it a little better.
That works well with kids, honestly.
Yeah, because you want to have like stuff, but you have to pause to help them do something, and then you can like record again.
Yeah, or like sometimes they're not doing anything and then you
Yeah,
thought they
yeah.
were going to do it.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
And then in my head, I'm like, oh, I'll just edit those out. And I never do.
Yeah. So try it out, see if that works. But yes, the Photos update is horrible. I wish we could revert back. There was nothing wrong with it how it was before.
I thought it was pretty good the way it
Yeah.
was before. I could
I
find
loved it.
I was like brainwashed into thinking that was good.
There was a TikTok I saw of someone pretending they were the person who designed it, and they were like typing on their computer, and then their significant other comes over and is like, that looks horrible, and he's like, I know, but I forgot it was due tomorrow, so I'm just gonna submit it.
Okay, I saw one where this guy was like, this is for the person that changed the iPhone Photos app. I hope you get fired. I hope you get fucking fired for this piece of shit update. And it was so serious, and it had over 1 million likes.
Because everyone feels the same.
I think we just don't like change, but I really don't think
like
it's
change.
I don't think it's a better version though.
It's so weird. You know, like when you first click into it, there's like all these random photos going up, and then there's stuff on the bottom, and it's like,
How is this being organized?
Supposed to be?
Yeah, it's chaos. Just chaos. That was a great comment section though.
The comment sections are amazing.
People are so witty out there.
So witty. But you know, I learned my lesson from my one witty comment that wasn't even that witty, and you get all these notifications that you got liked. And I'm like, oh, my video's going viral. And then it's like someone else's.
Your comment went viral.
So now I actually like try not to make witty comments.
Oh.
Like I'm about to type something. I'm like, never mind. I'm not going to say anything.
Wait, there's no way to turn that off in the settings?
No, there's no way.
Wait, but that's crazy.
I ended up deleting that comment because I didn't want any more notifications.
Because there are some comments that get like 50,000
Yes, can you
likes.
imagine?
I cannot.
I don't want to be that person.
Okay. Listeners, hope you have a wonderful holiday season.
And a happy new year, because next week it's a replay.
Right.
But it'll be a goodie. Oldie but goodie.
And we'll see you in the new year.
Yes. Bye-bye.
Bye.